real mastermind behind the whole murder is... you, Matt Engarde!
And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude.
Huh?
I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought. Anyway.
Mr. Engarde, you really did hire?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna consult myself. Okay?
Consult myself?
Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway.
About time for what?
I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer?
I thought for sure you were going to do a different voice.
I'm Matt Engarde. Rawr.
He just tries to put a slightly obscure voice.
Yeah, just trying to sound cool. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have.
You really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client?
You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
You're lying. What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on. Let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
Why? Why did you hide the video camera? And...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like pathetic Adrian.
You knew about Miss Andrews' secret.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins.
What?
Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deeds over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
It's like a Muppet trying to sound scary. And so, that's why?
Yes, that's where the video comes in. I've got his face and the crime scene recorded on it. preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, even blackmail him if I want. That's right. That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up. I can. Good enough an answer for you, little girl.
Why?
I just want to say little girl like Josh Peck. Drake and Josh. Little girl.
Why did you kill Mr. Corda?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Corda had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have...
Oh, well. That's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really. But bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
That's how Mr. Corda ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin fell for it. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Everyone, all working their butts off for me. Matt Engarde!
I would punch him for screaming that too.
Oh, did that leave you speechless? What a shame!
I love how he's having this verbal sparring match with a 9-year-old.
Wouldn't that guard be a witness now?
Yeah, but he ain't allowed to comment on anything he hears. What? What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked you if you killed Juan Corda. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room.
You killed Mr. Corda!
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Aw, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya!
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word. Or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
You scoundrel!
So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
It's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turn out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
Pretty sure you extend the length of every episode by like 50% just with his dialogue.
Maya, what am I supposed to do?
And I don't know why, it just, the dialogue makes me think of a movie announcement.
And
Who is
now,
this?
in a world.
I think it's Mia, but I have to remember how to do her voice again. It's hard because everything I want to say is going to come out as the moon voice. And now you finally found it. Oh, it's... Did you like my Mia Fey impersonation, Mr. Wright? The starting line of this case.
Edgeworth!
You really didn't react to my impersonation at all. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
He's just so tired and disturbed that he didn't even... he couldn't process it. Why is he still looking the exact same way?
He's walking while looking to the right.
It's like Joey in that episode of Full House where he has a twisted neck.
Yeah.
Well, Wright, what are you planning to do? No! We can't do that! That's right. You can't drop the case. Which is something I was going to say earlier. He's holding Maya hostage.
I'm confused.
You skipped a line of dialogue.
Oh.
Well, before they walked into the office, Edgeworth said, "You could drop the case." So what are you going to...
Phoenix is really out of it, man.
What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth! Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And That's why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn.
My turn?
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Okay.
Venus is gonna go look for the answer.
What was that about?
I'm a lawyer!
I don't think I have anything to give to her.
But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Matt Engarde, that man is really hard.
It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system?
Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery?
Ironic that you, of all people, would say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now?
Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed in my client to be innocent from the bottom of my heart.
Technically, he's never done any trickery, has he?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it was clearly one of them.
Well, yeah, that case he did completely lie.
Well, there's been lots of cases where it says in the blue kicks. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but...
Yeah, but everybody knows Phoenix exaggerates his thoughts. He doesn't really have no idea what he's going with this.
From the very bottom of my heart!
Really hoping you would stop saying that.
But if I were to get Engarde an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all! I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at the mess we're in, I can't even prosecute the person closest to me.
You're not a prosecutor. I wouldn't expect you to do that.
Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do.
Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong.
Huh? I'm not a prosecutor?
Precisely. Furthermore, we aren't some sort of heroes. We're only humans, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do.
People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty.
Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all.
And isn't it the same thing you do? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You were so petty!
I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless.
What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now?
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow.
He had a little bit of his former boss in him there when he said tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Who's his former boss?
Big fat cowboy guy. Wasn't he his former boss? Ghostford.
He wasn't Edgeworth's former boss.
I don't know.
But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story.
Edward's former boss was the president of the United States. He used to work at a hotel. He's a bellhop.
Mr. Nick! The transceiver!
He had to pay legal school. Law school bills, you know.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal for tomorrow? Hello? Is this thing on? My, what's the matter, Mr. Attorney? You did turn it on, didn't you? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer?
Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client.
Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much a killer himself!
I believe you're asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah!
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls on my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it's a part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before. However,
You did, but...
my name is the Killer. Shelley the Killer. You're Shelley the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As the Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain...
Maya!
Right. It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Shouldn't that chief of police be a little concerned about what's going on the other side of the room?
He's playing Angry Birds. If someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of the transmission!
Huh? Oh, that sounded like a cat. A cat?
It can't be that cat, can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage! Edgeworth, have all police units head for Mr. Engarde's mansion immediately!
Alright, you hurry over as well then.
I should rush through these.
Peach is really nervous now.
Don't lose hope yet, girls! The fight has only just begun!
Yeah!
Don't we need like a
Why did they force you to do that? That's the moment.
Don't they need a warrant though to search his home?
Not in Japanifornia.
Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya!
Edgeworth's probably doesn't judge on speed dial.
Well,
Judge is hanging out in his hot tub.
I guess maybe they would have the legal right to go through anyway, since he's in custody.
Oh yeah, that too.
Search through.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe it! That butler! All this time, he was the killer!
He and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Well, good luck, Edgeworth. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Would something like this be in here?
Right. Look down. There's a little pet door installed there. Ah, I'm sure that's for Shoe.
You think that this came through that little door?
Umph. This door is locked.
The door is locked!
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth!
Now is that legal?
Ah! There's no one here!
Hurt his leg.
From the looks of this room, I would say it's Engarde's private lounge. Look at this, Wright.
An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the desk. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment of the crime was committed recorded on it.
I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. Looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time.
And now, we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us.
Maya! This looks like a picture of Miss Headpacks. With love, Celeste.
Miss Engarde? You mean...
Yes, Mr. Corda's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Engarde be here in Mr. Engarde's mansion?
Why does it say with love? This might be a clue.
The way you said that, it sounded just like the Fresh Prince theme song. This might be alright.
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see the picture frame.
What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
Couldn't you just throw the book at Matt? Well, I guess that wouldn't really help things, but you could say Matt kidnapped her. But I guess you'd have to get her first. Oh, actually, skip Phoenix saying what? I thought you'd come! I knew you would! Listen up! You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you! Ever! I'm fine, you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left in this world. Pearly, you're here too, right? Make sure you help Nick in his life, okay? Someone's gotta help out. He's helpless, and he's a lunk, and he's lazy. That's it forever, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you in the afterlife.
Let's... No! Mystic Maya! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Nothing.
Phoenix couldn't care less.
We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us.
Edgeworth,
Yes.
as far as clues go, I think this is all I'm going to get. But I'm still short of one last thing.
And what is that?
Miss Andrews' Cyclock. If I could just find out what she's holding.
I should have tried to explain what a Cyclock is to Edgeworth.
And I think I could stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth.
I think I know what you're thinking. Because you said it out loud. I'll contact the detention center. Not sure what a psycho lock is.
Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock.
He just drags like, in tears crying Pearls. It's like, come on, Pearls, let's go! Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your Cyclock.
Cyclock?
I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can, whatever that means. Just throws the green thing at the window again. Cyclops!
I like to imagine it just bounces off the window and then lands on the floor. And he looks ridiculous.
Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for murder?
We've talked about this! It's because I thought he was the killer, remember?
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Miss Andrews, you may think that I didn't hear you, but I know that you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you think I took my revenge on a man, that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who you lived who lives dependent on other people.
Miss Andrews, a woman.
There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge.
Not this again.
You don't want to read it all again? Can you explain to me the relation between Celeste and Matt?
What do you mean? That's what I was going to ask you.
Okay, I will.
I'm guessing this.
This is a photo of Miss Impats, correct? She looks younger than she was when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impats' writing, isn't it? Don't look at the back.
Steve Maya saying goodbye to the world. Where did you find this? No, that's right. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed.
I love how breaking people emotionally restores Phoenix's soul.
He just loves seeing people unhappy. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Quadrata didn't want to get married anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why... Why is it literally just that picture?
Why waste assets drawing two different pictures?
Oh, that wasn't even
With
her
love,
line.
Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that's where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called the marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and revenge for myself.
Just had to get a little more extra.
I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
I don't see.
But then why did Mr. Coretta have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because this worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always such fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impacts.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I was certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It was simple. Juan realized that the note was a powerful weapon against Matt. It would be especially damaging to his refreshing, like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge? There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all of this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. And those two always spying on each other one after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even brought a lighter. But I said lightsaber at first.
It takes a different turn.
I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. And yes, I was going to bring them to my own cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession!
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no biggie. I couldn't sleep.
I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation or what I know now.
To be continued!